recorder, multitrack, Lisaju, tuner, metronome.
Hi, I'm Rob from B&H, and in this video we're going to check out a portable audio recorder from the folks at Olympus, the LS100. We've seen the competition in the portable audio recorder market really heat up in the last couple of years, but the LS100 offers some truly outstanding features that make it a real contender, including a pair of the best microphones Olympus has ever made, multi-track recording, 4 gigabytes of internal memory, quarter-inch XLR combo inputs, and more. We'll take a closer look, and while we do, we'll use the LS100 to record my voice for this video. First off, the build quality is quite nice on the LS100. The hard plastic chassis appears solidly built and seems a little more rugged than some of its competitors out there. Folks familiar with the Olympus LS7 audio recorder will note that the LS100 is a bit bigger and heavier, but that's no surprise considering its professional features. The LS100 records MP3 and WAV files at rates up to 24-bit 96 kilohertz onto SD cards up to 64 gigabytes, but there's also a built-in 4 gigabyte internal memory as well, which is a very nice touch. Power is supplied via the included lithium-ion battery, which will power the recorder for about 12.5 hours and can be recharged using the unit's USB port. The USB port also allows you to easily move files back and forth to your Mac or PC, and you can even use the LS100 as a USB microphone to record audio directly to your computer. Olympus has gone to considerable effort to make the microphones on the LS100 meet the standards of the most demanding musicians. The mics are right here on top of the unit, angled at 90 degrees with a little space between them. That space is designed to create a very tiny delay between the time it takes sound to reach the capsules. It's the same principle to the delay you experience when sound reaches your ears at slightly different times, and it helps you to perceive sound in stereo. The microphones themselves have been designed to minimize echo and reflection inside the mic chamber for a cleaner, more natural sound. The capsules can handle sound pressure levels of up to 140 dB. That's loud. No other PCM recorder on the market today handles higher SPLs. On the other hand, the digital and audio systems are on 2 separate circuit boards, reducing hiss even when you're recording quiet, delicate sources. Let's take a second and record our good friend and colleague, Mr. Lenny Eisenberg, to give you an example of how the LS100 sounds recording an acoustic guitar. In addition to the built-in mics, the LS100 offers 2 quarter-inch XLR inputs at the bottom. These can accommodate external microphones and power them with 48 volts or 24 volts phantom power. Guitar, bass, or keyboards can plug right into the quarter-inch inputs. There's also a mini jack with optional plug-in power on the side that can accommodate a 3.5 millimeter mic. Adjustments on our input levels are made using both the mic gain menu and the manual dials on the side. I wasn't thrilled with the dials. They feel well made, and if you want to adjust both inputs simultaneously, that's really easy. But if you only want to change one input, you have to hold the other knob to keep it from moving as well. That's awkward, but on the other hand, it's kind of convenient if you have the 2 knobs at different levels and you want to raise or lower both inputs and still preserve that relationship. When you're using external mics, the LS100 has a Lisaju waveform display that allows you to position the microphones for optimal phase relationship. A tone is sent to the mini headphone and line out jack. You pump that tone through speakers, and now you can adjust your microphones to get them properly phase aligned. This line slanting toward the upper right indicates a 0-degree phase difference between our 2 external mics. The menu and button navigation system is fairly straightforward. There's also a voice guidance system that talks you through the menus.
Metronome, recorder.
You can speed up or slow down the voice or turn it off. You can also engage the voice sync mode, which tells the recorder to automatically begin recording when input signal reaches the level you set. At the beginning, I mentioned that the LS100 is a multi-track recorder. You've got a maximum of 8 tracks per project to work with, meaning 8 mono tracks or 4 stereo tracks. Musicians will really appreciate this. It means you can lay down a stereo drum track, for instance, then overdub a guitar or bass part, and then finish it off with a vocal, perhaps.
Nothing but Star Wars.
buzz, yeah! The tracks can be mixed internally for levels and panning position. You can also mute tracks if you'd like. If you need more than 8 tracks, you can mix the tracks and then bounce them internally to a stereo track and go right on overdubbing. There's also a simple overdub mode that will combine new audio with old song data if you need to do a quick overdub to a file. Musicians will also appreciate the built-in metronome and tuner. So that should give you a fairly reasonable idea of some of the features on the Olympus LS100, a professional audio recorder that delivers excellent sound with an impressive feature set musicians and sound professionals will really appreciate. I'm Rob from B&H, and thanks for watching.
For more information, please visit us online, give us a call, or stop by our New York City Superstore. You can also connect with us on the web.